Starts right now.
A vehicle crashes into a local business overnight. What police are now saying this morning about that driver.
San Antonio City Council voting on its nearly $4 billion budget today. We'll break down where that money is going.
Plus, what is next for the owner of a pack of dogs who were seen attacking and damaging a San Antonio Police Patrol vehicle? All right, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, September 19th, one day closer to the weekend. Cannot wait for that.
Yes, and we're almost closer to that fall as well. The
cannot wait for that
fall
also,
date.
yes.
But I got to talk to Justin real quick. Let's go ahead and spin the camera over to Justin. Justin, I went outside. I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm going to go running today. And then when I pulled in my driveway, I was like, no, dog, I don't think this is going to work out.
Nope. You just have to run in place in your house.
Yeah, there you go.
Because this heat it's really unbearable, especially during the afternoon. Yesterday we got up to 97. The peak heat index here in San Antonio was 103. I think we put that on repeat today. That's exactly where we'll be this afternoon. So 97 here in San Antonio, 97 in Hondo, 97 in New Braunfels. Pretty consistent here. And then when you're talking heat index, the peak heat index, which occurs usually about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're looking at feels like numbers at 103, maybe up to 105. Possibly as high as 106 in places like Nixon, where humidity will be very thick. So hot and humid. And you're probably saying, give me some good news, give me something. Well, I can tell you temperatures will fall off a little bit next week, okay? And we've added in some rain chances by the middle part of next week. So I think it does get a little bit better. Outside right now, we're at 80 degrees, so not much of a cool down at all. Southerly winds at 11 miles per hour, and that continues to pump in the humidity. Meantime, out in the tropics, we are watching an area out in the Caribbean, in the Gulf of Mexico. Nothing has developed yet. There's nothing there yet, but we think that there could be some development. We're going to talk all about this, what it means for our forecast, coming up in just a couple minutes. But let's check in on the roadways now with RJ. What's the latest there?
All right, Justin, starting off your Thursday morning commute, things are looking pretty good as we take a look at our TransGuide traffic cameras. 35 San Marcos downtown area. Speaking of the downtown area, they may have done a lane switch here with I-10 at Hildebrand. Some of that bridge joint work. So remember, we had it going on westbound traffic, but it looks like that's actually going to be now on eastbound traffic. So a lot of work being done around the I-10 eastbound lanes at Hildebrand. So something we'll continue to check in with TxDOT. Keep that in mind if you're coming into the downtown area. Let's go ahead and check with Alex Gomez. He's in drive cam for us on this Thursday morning. Alex, how are things going out there?
Yeah, good morning, RJ. Happy Thursday. I just made it to the northwest side. This is going to be I-10 westbound right past Wurzbach. So far, no problems. Everything has been smooth. You know what, RJ? If you switch your letters around, JR, it's Junior, as in Friday Junior. Happy Thursday, RJ.
All right, very nice, man. I was trying to figure out where you're going to go with that. That came out really nice there. Thank you very much, Alex. We will continue checking with him as we make our way on your Thursday morning commute. All right, well, new this morning, San Antonio police are looking for the driver who crashed into a Northwest Side business overnight. This happened around 1 o'clock this morning in the 3700 block of Northwest Loop 410 near Fredericksburg Road. Police say that the driver crashed his truck into a Pronto insurance storefront. You see that store right there, and then got out and ran away. The truck smashed up the front of that business. So far, there are no reports of any injuries.
This morning, one person is dead after being struck by a vehicle. The crash happened just before 8 p.m. on Humane Road. San Antonio police say that the victim was not using a crosswalk. Officers also said the poor lighting in the area may have contributed to the crash. Authorities said that the driver of that truck stayed at the scene and did not appear to be under any influence. Police say emergency personnel attempted to save the victim's life, but they were later pronounced dead at the scene. That victim has yet to be identified.
Well, it is a big day today at San Antonio City Council. Our council members will vote on its nearly $4 billion budget later on today. The annual spending plan includes some belt-tightening measures as some of the city's big revenue streams return to what the city is saying are pre-COVID levels. But it also includes more police officers, more homeless camp cleanups, and more funding for animal care services. The council is also poised to approve a new contract for San Antonio firefighters that includes more than 21% worth of raises over the next 3 years.
If you're looking at your screen right now, you see that we showed you this video a couple of weeks ago. It's a pack of dogs attacking and damaging a police patrol vehicle on West South Cross and Priscilla Street. We also know that a woman was injured by those same dogs, but now San Antonio Police Care Services labeling those dogs as dangerous. That means that their owner will have to meet a number of requirements to get the pets back. That person will have 30 days to go to safety classes and get muzzles for the dogs. Until then, the dogs will be in ACS custody.
Well, this morning, a man in Wilson County is facing charges for making terroristic threats last week. More than 100 firearms were found in his home with tens of thousands of rounds of ammunition. The Wilson County Sheriff's Office said that Johnny Carville called 2 different hotlines in Comal County and said that he was going to commit an act of mass violence. So he was arrested, and in a statement, Wilson County Sheriff Jim Stewart said that, quote, "Our office will always take these calls seriously and pursue any and all avenues to prevent and stop any threat of violence to any individual, group, or school in our community," end quotes.
This morning, there's a new push to fight so-called pig butchering scams. The scams target Americans who can end up losing their life savings to scammers. Law enforcement is now demanding help from Congress, including more funding to stop the scams. Here's what happens. The fraudsters use dating apps or text messages to strike up a relationship with the victim. And then after months of building trust, they get them to send them money or invest in cryptocurrency schemes. At least $4 billion was lost to pig butchering crypto scams last year alone. The accounts of the fake investments look legit, but when victims try to withdraw funds, they're locked out and the money is gone. An extra challenge for law enforcement is that the scammers often overseas, where criminal organizations use human trafficking victims to carry out the fraud. So please be careful if you're on those dating apps. Do your thing, but you got to be very cautious about these scammers getting more and more creative every single day.
Yeah, see, far too many people fall victim to those types of scams nowadays. Well, this next story you can file under a little bit of grossness here, and if you're eating some breakfast, this might actually curb some of your appetite. Check out that video right there. A truckload of alligator parts spills all over a Dallas highway. The Texas Department of Transportation says that a truck carrying chicken and alligator meat lost its load on the highway in the southeast Dallas area. So this was bad enough that they have to actually call hazmat crews out there to clean up this entire mess. It also led to a major mess on the roads. The incident tying up 3 lanes of traffic for several hours. The highway finally reopened last night.
I bet the driver on the very back end of those miles and miles of back, I bet they can still smell it. Ooh, Lord.
You know, we've seen some pretty interesting things when we've had some 18-wheeler crash. I think one time, like, there was a swarm of bees that got loose, all sorts of produce, vegetables that sometimes get on the highway, but I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I'm going to ask these truck drivers to try to stay upright, please, especially if you're carrying something kind of stanky. All right, it's 5:08 right now. We got 80 degrees outside. Yeah,
make sure you stay up if you're stinky out there. Okay, so we have a brand new edition of Know My Neighborhood that airs tonight at 6 o'clock right here on KSAT 12. We'll show you some of the highlights of our South San episode and why people there are proud to call that area home.
Let's take a live look out at the city right now. Good morning, San Antonio. You look on the roadways, we don't got alligator guts on our roadways. We're doing just fine. Traffic is flowing along. Of course, if you're on your out and about going to work or school, Alex Gomez got what your commute is looking like next.
5:11, welcome back to Good Morning San Antonio. Well, later tonight, we are kicking off season 2 of our series, Know My Neighborhood.
And the episode features the South San community. Here's a look.
This neighborhood is a gem that no one's really, figured out yet.
Yeah, I feel like people shy away from it because of like the aesthetic of it, but it's really nice. I like it. It's different vibe and it's different to the community.
It's affordable. The houses are affordable.
There's a history too, a sad and a bad.
Back then, Kelly was a place that everybody wanted to be at.
There are a lot of larger families. In this particular area, there's a lot of elderly people as well. All those families can definitely benefit from more resources.
Why do some neighborhoods have luxuries that we don't?
My yard floods a lot, and I threw out, I had to grade the front to kind of push it to the sidewalk. It's frustrating.
We all grew up here and we get used to, the place, and, We just want our kids to enjoy the same.
The issues in this neighborhood go deep, right? And there's a lot of metabolic disease, diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol. We're talking about strokes, we're talking about amputations, we're talking about losing the ability to work due to chronic illness.
This whole section is tires and trash.
It's just ridiculous. We care about the land that we live near.
I can't picture myself living anywhere else.
I've never moved away, and I don't plan to.
All right, good stuff there. And if you are not familiar with this series, it's the one that we started last year to highlight different neighborhoods in our city and the issues and the people that live there and what they think is important out there.
We talked about the good, the bad, and the frustrating directly from the people that call these neighborhoods their home. So tune in tonight at 6 o'clock for our South San Pride and Perseverance show live from the Taqueria, Mexico off Somerset Road.
Here we go. Cannot wait for that. Well, our KSAT community partners are very busy this month of September. Happening later today, our very own Stephanie Serna will host a town hall, and the topic here, the importance of mentorship for high school students. That's happening at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We're going to stream that on all of our KSAT platforms.
And then the month of Hunger Action Month is perfect time again to donate to the place that feeds more than 100,000 people in our area every week. Right now on KSATcommunity.com, you can find out how to help the San Antonio Food Bank and the people in it and its supports in our community.
All right, it is now 5:14. You're with us on this Thursday morning. Good morning to everyone out there. 80 degrees outside.
So they've handled and delivered thousands of your online purchases every day, but now Amazon workers finally getting that pay raise. We'll tell you how much.
Yeah, they're making some pretty good money there. I saw that story a little bit earlier. Taking a look at Drive Cam. Alex Gomez hitting the roads. You know what? He's our money maker out in the roads for this Thursday morning. So let's go ahead and we'll check in with him in just a little bit, see how things are looking out there. Welcome back. Well, Amazon warehouse workers are getting a pay raise and also get this free Prime membership. Amazon announced Wednesday the average starting wage has increased to more than $22 an hour. So that's great news for the online retail giant's more than 800,000 frontline employees.
All right, the company will also offer the $139 yearly Prime benefit to employees for free. The wage hike comes ahead of the busy holiday shopping season. Analysts are predicting online sales will increase this year. You know, good for them because they do a lot of work for us.
They do. We were saying earlier that Amazon, I mean, they are just, they're a machine when it comes to the retail online commerce. All right, guys, we're taking a look at TransGuide now. I-10 at Woodlawn. So we mentioned a little bit earlier is that it looks like they have switched over some of that bridge joint work from the westbound lanes to now the eastbound lanes. So right now, what you're seeing on your screen, that's going to be TxDOT. That's some construction that is being reported at the moment. But you know what? Let's go and check it with Alex Gomez. He was out there on the northwest side of town, and he is making his way around the city. San Antonio Drive Cam. What's up, Alex?
Well, good morning, RJ. Right now, I've made my way to the northeast side on 1604 eastbound right at Judson. So I'm going to go check out if there's any construction delays coming down 35 southbound or northbound. But until then, I'll let you know what else I see. But right now, roads are looking good. We got dry roads out here, RJ.
Okay, yes, dry roads, of course. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But not in terms of our weather, huh?
Yeah, I was just going to say, so, you know, we're getting closer and closer to the official start of fall, but fall is failing with making us feel the fall temperatures right now.
That's a tongue twister.
Hey.
Fall is failing with making us feel the fall temperatures.
It's well done.
That was good that you just redid that.
Yeah. It gets an F. It is failing.
Right there.
I completely agree. It is not good. Speaking of fall, that's our trivia question today, at least it centers around the equinox. So I want you guys to think about this one. What item can you balance only on the equinox? Is it an egg, a broom, both, or neither?
I know this one.
Okay.
I think. I'm excited about it, so I can't wait.
You're exuding confidence.
I am.
All right. Think about it. Folks at home, think about it. We'll reveal that answer here in about an hour and a half or so. We'll talk about it throughout the morning. Any rate, let's take a look at the forecast for today. It's very summer-like. We're in the 80s this morning. We're struggling to get below 80 degrees. Humidity is high. We've got some breezy winds. Both of those are helping to keep temperatures up overnight. We'll be at 90 by noontime. By this afternoon, 97. This is almost exactly where we were yesterday. The heat index got up to 103. So today we're talking 103, 104 for that feels like number. And I know we got football games tonight. It's going to be rough. You look at the heat indices, say around 3 or 4 o'clock today. Some places could even be pushing 106 for that feels like number. This is hardly fair for mid-September, but it is where we are. And this kind of heat's going to continue for one more day, and then I think we're going to start to see dew points drop off a little bit, and then we're starting to see temperatures drop off just a hair. Look, this is not a wholesale change, but it does get a little bit better. With the lower humidity, you'll see the heat indices drop back down to the mid-90s, and air temperatures will be in the mid-90s, if not low 90s by next week. Not only that, we get to add in a couple rain chances too by Tuesday and Wednesday. Before we get to that, though, tropical weather. This is something that we're going to be watching in the coming days as well. Hurricane Center has given an area here in the Caribbean about a 40% chance of development. And notice they bring some of that area into the Gulf of Mexico. And here's why. We don't have a wave, or we don't have a developing system just yet, but we think that we may. And that would occur next week. So we still have some time to watch this. But I want to show you one of our computer models. And it does show that by say maybe Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we're starting to get something going here. This is a Tuesday at 4 o'clock. And the question would be, can it develop? And then once it gets into the Gulf, which again, this is midweek, what would it do? Where would it go? There are still a myriad of options here. And so it's just a little too early to really honestly get into the forecast. We have to get some sort of development first. But if we do look at climatology, and when we look at late September to October landfalls of either tropical storms or hurricanes, I want you to notice where most of these are. It's basically Louisiana and points east. And the reason for that is we get these storm systems that come across the country. They generally pick these systems up and then drive them east, northeast, away from Texas. It's not saying that we're not going to get anything out of this, but the odds of it are pretty low just based on climatology and what we know about how these systems operate. Okay, extended forecast, 97 Friday, 96 on Saturday, 94 on Sunday when we have the equinox. What's going to balance? We don't know. We're going to reveal that answer coming up. 94 Monday, 93 Tuesday, 92 on Wednesday. And then I did add in some rain chances Tuesday and Wednesday. Hopefully we get some isolated stuff around here, and that would cool us down even more.
There we go.
There you go, Justin. All right, y'all, 522 right now, 80 degrees outside.
The UTSA Roadrunners looking to rebound from their loss against Texas. How they're using the good moments from Saturday to try to get back in the win column this weekend.
All right, birds up there. Okay, let's check out some of your lottery numbers here. We got pick 3, 2, 3, 9. Tony Parker 9 right there. Okay, cash 5, 4, 10, 15, 24, 34, and then Lotto Texas 18, 25, 32, 47, 49, and David Robinson's number 50.
And then Powerball, we got 1, 11, 22, 47, 68 with the Powerball of my lucky number 7 with the power player, mega player 4 times. Hey, good luck out there.
526 right now, and look, it's been a couple of rough weeks for the UTSA Roadrunners, y'all, but they're going to look to get back in the win column when they host Houston Christian from the Southland Conference this Saturday afternoon at the Alamo Dome. UTSA started off the season by beating Kennesaw State 28-16 at home. Then they dropped their next 2 games on the road, 49-10 to my Texas State Bobcats, eat 'em up Cats, and then 56-7 at then number 2 Texas. By the way, the Horns are now the number 1 team in college football. I know Justin doesn't like to hear that, but the Bobcats loss really hurt the Roadrunners a lot. And although the Horns won by a pretty comfortable margin, UTSA cornerback Zay Frazier feels the Roadrunners actually improved Saturday up in Austin.
I feel like we played better. Like, I mean, if you just do what the triangle say, I mean, I feel like if you play by the triangle, you're gonna play good and just doing your 111. That's all, you know, it's part of the process, is doing your job. It was just more energy to this game because we knew it was going against like number 1 now, the number 1 team in the country. We knew where it was at state. We knew who they were. Like, so we just came with the energy. Like, we don't fear nobody. So that's how that was.
Look, I think UTSA under Jeff Tread, they're going to turn this around here. So Saturday's matchup against Houston Christian is also the Roadrunners' annual Hispanic Heritage Game and salute to first responders. Again, kickoff there from the Alamo Dome, 2:30 p.m. this Saturday afternoon.
Woo, woo, let's go.
We need to get you out there, Jeff. Maybe you could do the T-shirt cannon. That would be kind of cool.
That would be fun.
Reach out to our UTSA peeps. Get that done.
5:28 right now. It's a little warm this morning at 80 degrees outside.
All right, in a special preview of our latest Know My Neighborhood series, a local group of graduates who left the South End community are returning to mentor students, how their efforts are now putting the next generation on the correct path.
Plus, whether you own a home already or you want to, there's some good news now that the Federal Reserve cut interest rates. What a senior portfolio manager is saying about the cut.
And ahead at 6 o'clock, we're doing a deep dive into the proposed San Antonio city budget before today's big vote. What $4 billion of your tax money could be spent on. This half hour on GMSA, Culebra Road is one of the deadliest streets in San Antonio. How new funding could help fix decades of problems.
Plus, why the Terrell Hills police chief says that license plate readers in and around the community will help with police response.
Plus, how graduates in the South San community are using their skills and life experience to help mentor the next generation.
Good morning and happy Thursday or Friday, Junior.
Friday, Junior, baby Friday.
Yes,
Friday.
It is 5:31 right now, man.
So different ways to describe it.
I feel like we were just talking about this last week. These weeks are going by so fast.
They are.
Yes. Football tonight. Southwest Legacy versus John Jay. And the forecast for that is not great. 93 at 7 o'clock when the game gets underway. Heat index will be around 100. If not a little bit above that. So just know football tonight. If you're heading out to the game as a fan or you're a player, the heat's going to be a little bit rough. 89 at 8 o'clock, 87 at 9 p.m. So still hot even when the game is finishing up. And that'll be the case again tomorrow, too, for Friday Night Football, if you were curious. 98 in Dallas today, 98 in Waco, 100 in Wichita Falls. So the heat is on for all of the Lone Star State. And we'll be around 97. Now, the problem and the difference between us and these numbers up here is the fact that humidity will be very high in San Antonio, and the heat index will likely, again, climb up above 100. Let's get you some good news here. We look down the line. There are some rain chances headed our way. They show up next week, though, Tuesday into Wednesday. We get a little bit of a pattern change. That means cooler temperatures, somewhat cooler temperatures, and, yes, some rain chances. We'll talk much more about this coming up. Well, let's talk traffic now. Get you out the door this morning. What's the latest, RJ?
All right, Justin. Yeah, that should be a good game out at the Gus between the Mustangs and Titans. Taking a look at our TransGuide traffic camera, 1604 Spurs Ranch Road. Things are looking pretty good there. Same situation out there at Valley Meadow out there on the north to northeast side. And farther north here, 281 Wilderness Oak. Traffic moving along pretty good both directions. Let's go to check it with Alex Gomez on this Thursday morning. Alex has been hitting the streets for us in Drive Cam. What's going on, Alex?
Good morning, RJ. Well, I just left the northeast side, and surprisingly, it is doing well. Traffic is moving 35 south and northbound lanes. I didn't see any construction delays, so that's the good news. Right now, I am going to head on to now the west side. But in the meantime, this is going to be 410 westbound right at San Pedro. The coffee's still hot, RJ.
There you go. Yes, and much deserved after a very busy yesterday morning. Alex, out there with the east side of town, but things looking pretty good on this Thursday morning. Jeff?
Culebra Road is one of the deadliest streets in our city, and that's what we've heard from San Antonio residents and safety advocates. This year, accidents involving people and cars along that road are stacking up. In the last month, KSAT covered at least 2 crashes where people were hit by cars on Culebra Road, but we've seen even more crashes here involving bicyclists and motorcyclists. That's why the city is searching for solutions. New funding could help fix deep-rooted infrastructure issues, but until then, safety advocates say that it's up to drivers and pedestrians.
It is terrible how often we are seeing motor vehicles crash into pedestrians.
People live and die on the roadways, and that can be avoided if we practice more humanity.
San Antonio police say that there have been more than 50 deadly vehicle pedestrian accidents across the city since the start of the year.
Well, if you live or drive through Terrell Hills, you may notice something new. You see these things right there? The city recently added 10 license plate readers around the community. Terrell Hills Police Chief Gail Bayham says that the 10 devices went up almost 2 weeks ago. So there's a few locations here. One is at Eventide and Harry Wurzbach, Garrity and North New Braunfels, and South Vandiver and Ritterman Roads. She adds that the license plate readers are already being used in a few cases and will help the department react to crime, but also be proactive.
If another agency has a vehicle they're looking for and they come through our city and our camera catches it and notifies one of our officers, they can act on it immediately.
Well, as for the cost, it came out to about $60,000, and Chief Bayham tells us that 27% of that was paid for by the Terrell Hills City budget. The other 73% was covered by the police department's asset forfeiture fund. If you have any questions regarding these license plate readers, you can call the Terrell Hills Police Department. All right, tonight we're kicking off season 2 of our series, Know My Neighborhood, and this episode featuring the South San community.
Patty Santos is part of the Know My Neighborhood project. Patty, your focus on education, which is something that you're very familiar with covering for the past several years in that community.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning. There's a lot of coverage with the school district and the investigations they've been facing with the Texas Education Agency. But at the core of it all are over the 7,000 students enrolled in that school district that deserve the best. Now, I got a chance to talk to a local group of graduates and community members who have left the community and then returned to mentor students, building a purpose that is about 150 students that they work with starting their freshman year. The nonprofit recruits mentors from around the nation. Most of the time, it is former South San graduates who've walked the same streets and have gone on to become professionals. Jesus Rendon, the creator of the program, says the goal is to help students not just pick up a career or a major, but really understand what they want to do in life.
Building a purpose, we believe that it's better to change a mentor in high school than to change a major in college.
And coming up in the next hour, I'm going to tell you about a new space that the nonprofit has just gotten and what they plan to do with it. Guys.
Thank you, Patty. Now, whether you own a home already or you want to, there's good news now that the Federal Reserve cut interest rates. Right now, the key interest rate is down to 4.8%. That's down from 5.3%, where it had been for 14 months. Lots of people who want to buy homes see that as good news, since it will be cheaper to take out a mortgage. And this also helps existing homeowners who want to refinance their mortgage.
The average 30-year mortgage rate today, or right after the Fed cut, was 6.15%. That's lower than it had been when we got close to 8 and 7%. And so people are starting to refinance. We expect that rate to come closer to the 6%. And as you get lower and lower rates, more people who had refinanced at those higher levels are going to absolutely take advantage of an ability to refinance and refinance into lower mortgage rates.
Leaders with the Federal Reserve plan to announce more cuts through 2026. They meet again the day after election on November the 6th. So this is definitely something we'll be on top of. I know a lot of people, there are some concerns about this happening right now. So we'll be focusing on this and hopefully keep you guys updated about what's happening.
Yeah, a lot of questions, especially with rising costs here in the San Antonio area. All right, guys, coming up here in just a little bit, it's 5:38, 80 degrees outside.
Got a big thank you to San Antonio and the people who helped him through a rough period in his life. We'll introduce you to the street photographer who's giving back.
All right, can't wait to see that. And taking you outside with live cam again. 80 degrees already outside, so you're definitely going to need that AC if you're going to step out on the roads, not only this morning, but later on today. We're going to check in with Justin, and of course, Alex Gomez is in the streets for us on Drive Cam. Thanks again for hanging out with us on Good Morning San Antonio. 5:42 right now, welcome back. Well, he discovered one of his passions during a rough life in his period, and now he's using that passion to give people hope.
These photos that you see were taken by Charles Chandler while he was homeless. Now they're being shared by the group that helped him get back on his feet. These images that show different areas of San Antonio are being showcased in Sam Ministries shelter lobbies. Chandler says that each photograph has a story behind it.
I'll look at something and find very interesting or a different angle or something like that. But then I started focusing on it when I was actually homeless downtown in San Antonio. And instead of feeling down and what's going to happen from the next day to the next or something like that, I decided to do that photography at that point in time. and I've seen some amazing things.
Now, when we asked him about what drove him to share his photos, he called it a great opportunity to give back to both SAM Ministries and the city of San Antonio. Again, one of those beautiful testimonies where you go from something that's super duper dark in your life and you turn it into something that's very light-like for others to see.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which your journey has been through. So
yeah, very inspiring, and I believe that was a shot there of the Emma right there off of the Pearl, the river area. So yeah, that was beautiful photos there.
Yes, 5:43 right now, 80 degrees outside.
Oh man, look is that Justin holding this little guy?
Yeah, that's Justin, little baby, him that
well. Okay, it's hilarious.
Love it.
If you are ready for this little guy to become your friend and go into your home, the San Antonio Humane Society is next with how you can adopt this little guy.
I believe that's the dog that Justin said drooled all over his arm. All right,
so cute.
We're taking a live look at the road conditions right now. Things, again, looking great. Alex Gomez, our eyes on the ground on this Friday. Junior, we'll give you everything you need to know after the break.
Inez, let me ask you, you're using Head & Shoulders, right?
Only when I see flakes. Then I switch back to my regular shampoo.
You should use it every wash, otherwise the flakes will come back.
He's right, you know.
Is that Tiny Troy?
The ingredients in Head & Shoulders keep the microbes that cause flakes that big.
Microbes, really?
They're always on your scalp. But good news, there's no itchiness, dryness, or flakes down here.
I love Tiny Troy and his tiny, gorgeous hair.
Make every wash count.
And for stubborn dandruff, try Head & Shoulders Clinical Strength.
Rise, 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 and thrive. Velveeta. You make me feel like dancing. I wanna dance.
Feel the power of Osteo-Biflex. Taken every day, it's clinically shown to improve joint comfort in 7 days with significant improvement over time.
And we're here with Kim this morning from the Humane Society, and we've got Daisy.
Yay!
The cutest dog of all time.
She's so cute. Look
Oh my
at
God.
her.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull that. She sticks her tongue out. It's
Yes, it is so cute. So she will constantly have her tongue out. That's just how she is. So she does drool a little bit,
That's
but
okay.
you know, a little
okay.
drool, puppy drool is okay.
Exactly.
So it makes her so cute.
She's good. She came in, so she has some sisters, right?
Yeah, she does. So she has a sister. She was in foster for a little bit with us because she was so kind of tiny, but she is a little bit of a dachshund mix, so really cute. Not going to be a big dog at all. Gonna stay little. Just look at the tongue. Like you can see the tongue. It's just the best thing ever.
It is amazing. Oh, I love her so much. Okay, so tell me about what's going on at the Humane Society.
Speaking of fosters, we need fosters for some of our cute little sweet animals that are small that might need a little extra attention for people like our doggies, like little Daisy here and her siblings too. So you can find out all the information on our website.
Yeah, it's really important to have the fosters.
Yes,
right?
it really helps us out a lot because without the fosters, we couldn't do what we do. So
awesome. Okay, well, Daisy needs to be adopted because, I mean, look at that face. Come on. 4804 Fredericksburg Road. The number is 210-226-7461. Thanks.
Thank you.
That is the cutest little dog. Her little eyebrows. She's just so precious. She
Her
just
little drool all over Justin's sleeve.
A little wet sleeve now.
It's fine. It's okay.
Oh gosh, hope they get her adopted.
Hey, Daisy was living the dream right there. Justin's arms. Okay, take a look at her. I-10 at Woodlawn. Hey, there is some ongoing construction there. They have actually switched over from the westbound lanes to the eastbound lanes there, that bridge joint work. As we take a look at 37th Day Alamo Dome, shots of the Tower of the Americas on this Thursday morning. Alex Gomez is in the streets for us on this Thursday in Drive Cam. So let's go ahead and check in with him. He's gone from the northwest side to the northeast side, and it looks like he's stuck in some traffic now. Alex?
Good morning, RJ. Yeah, it looks like we do have some construction over here on the west side now. This is going to be 151 eastbound coming down from Highway 90 back to about Callahan Road. We do have a slowdown, stop and go traffic with speeds that get up to maybe 10 miles per hour. So right now, really slow. Once I get further ahead to the scene, I can let you know if it's improving, RJ.
Okay, thank you very much, Alex, for checking things out for him. Yes, as we get closer to our 6 o'clock hour, obviously expecting a lot more people on the roads.
All right, let's take a look at the forecast and the bit of good news that we have in the extended forecast. High pressure is in control, yes. That's what's been creating all this heat. But we start to see a little bit of a shift in the pattern. So we have an area of low pressure that moves across the country that generates a front that may or may not make it into North Texas or really make it close to us. But it does generate some showers, and it kind of pushes this high pressure out of the way. Then we get another little system coming through, and I think this time front gets a little bit closer. Again, I'm not saying front's moving through, but it gets close enough to maybe to where we generate some showers Tuesday into Wednesday. And so that'll bring temperatures down with this heat high gone. And then, yes, we get to add in about a 20% chance of rain Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's kind of the bottom line here is things are looking up, at least a little bit. It'll be less hot. We've got temperatures in the upper 90s today, heat indices 101 to 105. But as we get into next week, you start to see these heat index values dip. You start to see the temperatures dip a little bit, and it will feel just a little bit better. Let's go outside for you right now. We've got 80 degrees here in San Antonio. That is very warm for mid-September this time of morning. And it's due in large part to these southerly winds at about 11 miles per hour. We've got cloud cover, we've got humidity, all the things that help to keep temperatures up. And even Kerrville's at 77. Just shows you how thick that air is. And you combine that with our high temperature of 97 this afternoon, and that really is going to push heat index values to very, very uncomfortable levels. We think it'll feel like 102, 103 here around San Antonio, maybe as high as 105. This model continues to update, and it's coming in just a little bit warmer. But those are the feels like numbers. And yes, it will be a rough afternoon. We talked about football tonight, and tomorrow night will be very, very warm for those headed out to those games, or if you're playing in those games. 97 Friday, 96 Saturday. And then you start to see those slightly cooler numbers, as I said, next week. Hopefully we add in those rain chances. And as we talked about last half hour, we'll be watching the Gulf, too, to see kind of what unfolds there. Again, my initial gut feeling is that it'll probably miss us to the east, but it is does need to be watched. And we'll have more information on that coming up.
All right, perfect. And that trivia question.
Yeah.
And the trivia
for that.
Can't wait for it. Okay, it's 5:53 right now. We got 80 degrees outside.
All right, check out these two little guys right here. These are two baby spider monkeys. They were rescued from wildlife traffickers out there in El Paso. How the zoo there is helping these little guys get back to their habitat. 5:56 right now on Good Morning San Antonio. Well, this morning, the El Paso Zoo, check out these little guys right there, helping two of these spider monkeys recover from a traumatic experience. Officials there say that the furry primates were rescued from traffickers at the U.S. port of entry a few days ago.
So the monkeys are between 4 to 8 weeks old. Vets and care staff at the zoo giving the monkeys some food and a warm enclosure. The two monkeys will be returned to their natural habitat in Mexico once they're rehabilitated. Isn't that the precious little faces?
Absolutely, yes. They need to get back home. Let's
yes. Yeah, leave the monkeys alone. Okay, we're gearing up for this year's Head for the Cure 5K. It's on September the 28th at Providence Catholic School, across from the KSAT studios downtown. KSAT supports Head for the Cure in honor of our former news director, Jim Boyle, who died of brain cancer. All the money from the event goes to brain cancer research.
All right, coming up at 6 o'clock here, Know My Neighborhood is officially back and better than ever. We'll hear from a local group of graduates who left the South San community but are now returning home to mentor students.
Plus, more road closures start today for the filming of 1923. We'll tell you where and the areas you should avoid.